Hello everyone. What is up? Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers. Here we are in episode 17. Hope everybody's doing very well. Before we get into it though, if you all wouldn't mind just giving that like button a little tap and definitely subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you want to check me out on social or help out the channel, details for that will be in the description below. And with that being said, everyone, let's go ahead and get right on into it. With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs to accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the Pneumo are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Faithfolk, they bear a distinctive having abide in these lands since before the flood. They also are the friendliest to men. They have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leading past my dwellings led us away. Okay, everybody, that is a rather far trip, so I'll go ahead and cut it here, and I will see you all when we get there. Alright, everybody, here we are. It wasn't too long, but still. Past yonder cliff lieth Plani, home of the Pneumo. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Okay, how far up? Okay, that's not that far. It's actually a little bit shorter, so we should be okay to not have to cut it here. But it is leading up, so I'm guessing I gotta go around this way to go up that way, as it would seem. Boy, I gotta get my bard up a couple levels so we can start using that. Alright, here we go. And of course we aggroed a mob, but that should be turning around. There he goes. Alright, Ariane, what you got for me? If the path seeketh thee perspicuous, God darn him. If the path stricketh these as perspicuous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. Precipitous, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Vobert. 'Twas only when the Thoth came in the wake of the flood that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, glazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a gang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can carelessly blame the Faithfolk for so altering the land. The blame for the lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad I am for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Menphilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no eighth umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. One right I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world that I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promised to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not what we shall prevail. Ah, mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with us? Business, huh? Nothing so boring. We smelled you coming in and we thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of later Laran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Tehehe. Oh, great. Damn fairies. Or pixies. Okay, now what? Teleportation magic for a mercy. We were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they must assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak, it's called, the most ingenious magic with one rendereth invisible to Fey folk. Albeit briefly. Okay, so where the hell did they teleport us to? What, just backwards a little? So we were right here, and now we're back here to the middle. Alright, I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Can I at least sprint? Okay, well, looks like we have another Aether Compass up ahead. Looks like we're going this way. No, leave me alone. Okay, I see the goal. Alright, we made it. Now I can mount up. How far away is it now? 302 yards? Yeah, that's still pretty far out. Here's Stinkrid and Minfilia. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Yeah, stupid pixies. I see. Yes, I say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. In other good news, the Numo village lies through here. We'll enter as soon as Urianger designs to join us. Mortals. Mortals are here. Lots of them. I thought you said the Numor were men's best friend. The poor thing was beside herself with fear. 'Twas beside itself perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elder Wedanek. Tiny, it hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We come to borrow the stone scepter of the Numo. The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Leogal? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we Numo have called this our home since times immemorial. Immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal the king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Just hand over the goddamn staff. Don't worry, we'll defeat Titania. But then you'll only become another Light Warden. It changes nothing. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say this woman is possessed not only of strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Amorian army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply to roll over and acquiescence to our request. But even now a powerful foe dwelleth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten the deliberations, that thou mightest fetch us a scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair. Unfair, I tell you. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of our boat fell, however, we have been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger. I promise to give you a swift answer. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here for a while and bestow upon its patronage, if that is an agreement agreeable. Or arrangement agreeable, sorry. Yes, I should have selected just hands over the goddamn staff. Alright, well I did see an Aetheryte. So let's go ahead and tag that. There's a Chocobo Porter. I'm sure there'll probably be... Here we go. And we still have 2 quests to do for this. You will offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see, perhaps you can begin with Marnos. They are one of our foremost artisans, once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Obert. With the knights gone, however, Marnos has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. Probably kind of redundant when I should have just accepted the quest and came back over this way anyways. $1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that, Leaf? Oh, you poor... Ah, who, what, where? Wait, you're immortal? Huzzah, huzzah! Well met, yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armors that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? If you answered yes, you've come to the right Nomu. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for a payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Seriously? Okay, now you're gonna have me go all the way back out just to get you a pair of legs. Really? Alright, so be it. I mean, one must do what one must do, right? You know what this reminds me of? Oh, what's that one movie? That was Jim Henson. The Dark Crystal. That's what I was like. Those things look like freaking familiar. It's kind of like the same thing in World of Warcraft with the Skeeth and the Sephs or whatever the heck they were. That was also in reference to the Dark Crystal. It looks like Final Fantasy took something from it as well. It's a good movie. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Alright, there's one. Alright, there's two. At least this we can teleport. Ah, you are returned, and with the most fungus legs, I hope. They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder, used to polish metal and leather alike to illustrious shine. Now that I work again, I must replenish my stores. How many fungus slaves will you give? 2. That's all I had, right? 2 moss fungus slaves as befits the work. To have neither more nor less expected of us than what we can provide, there is no greater joy. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must receive precisely what is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. You've given me a fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I am pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin which you may pay me with when you desire to have work done. Many thanks to your patronage. Martin Ose's shop is open for business. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronages to another, may I suggest Yee's Goof yonder? Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe Yee's Goof will have something to offer you. Yeah, it's just a repair. So now really we have to like unlock things by doing quests? That's pretty funny. Oh, that reminds me. We got a coffer from doing one of the side jobs. The spore earrings. Well, yeah, they're definitely better. Let's get those on there. And then these hands actually are pretty good too. I guess I really actually did pick up something good from that dungeon. There we go. Wunderbar. Ah, to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it pleases you, please give me your patronage as my patron. I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We have no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now you'll be as curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for a fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. Okay, so we gotta pick up 3 of these things, huh? Oh, there's one. Oh, I thought they were all gonna be in one spot. Alright, so it looks like there's another one over here somewhere. I guess probably gonna be around here. No? Up here. As the arrow is pointing up, Shibby. Alright, there's number 2. Alright, now I just gotta go for number 3. And it's right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now see, these kind of quests I can get behind. These are easy. Go pick up this, go kill that. It's like my fetch quest game is tight. You've already removed the flame spores? How very quick you are. Oh, but did you perchance search the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. Oh, you. Seriously? You know, I don't care if I'm inside the damn same cave. I'm just gonna teleport regardless. Alright, where is it? Come on. There it is. You pluck a last, but you sense a gaze from the entrance. What's wrong, Minfilia? Ah! I wasn't spying on you or anything. I've just finished my task and... I should go and report back. What an odd girl. Ah, you are returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Yep, they're all done. Excellent, no more poisonous spores irritating our noses. For a little while, at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again, it reminds me of the old days. Fair every day, I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then, the castle wasn't called Ligale, like Lahaigia, however you pronounce that. The Verbrutes built it and named it Grunis Licht. It was the last bastion of the struggle against the Sin Eaters, and now they're gone, all of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing, I must give you what you've earned. And if you desire anything else I possess, I'd be glad to offer them to you for a fitting price, of course. Your gift shop is now open for business. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, you would consider Weed Lad. Oh, dear Lord. They've been under the weather of late, and chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. Well, let's see what you gave me first. Ooh, a ring. Doesn't matter which one I put it on. Alright, well everybody, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, and we'll go ahead and pick up in the next one. So thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all later.